Hello class, this is Miss Sawyer, and this is a video explanation of your website project. For this week you have 2 pages to be done, and that is the home page, which is the landing page when people come to your site, and the standards. The standards is probably the easier of the 2 pages that you have to have done. For the standards, you're just going to choose one content area if you teach multiple content areas and get the standards. If you teach just one thing, get those standards, and you can get those from CPALMs. And then you're either going to embed them as we did in class, or you're going to put a link. In this case, I have put a link. If I wanted to embed them in the page, I could download the standards, save them in my Google Drive, and then when I come to my site, I can edit the page. I can click where I wanted to embed them, and I'm just going to click down here so that my cursor is in the box. And then I go to Insert, Drive, and then I can choose a document from my drive, which in this case would be your standards. And you just choose those standards, click it, and it will embed right into your page. Make sure you click the Save button to keep any changes that you've done. The welcome page, or the home page, is the first page that parents and students will see when they come to your site. So you do want to make it inviting. You want to have it appropriate for the level of your students. Since I teach college students, then I have made this to try to be more towards what college students might be looking for. I probably have a little bit too much text on there, so I want to clean that up a little bit as the weeks go on. You can see I just updated it 51 minutes ago with a new design, which I like a little better. I'm still working on it. Basically, your homepage is that first impression that your students and their parents will have when they go to your site. So I would like to show you a couple of examples. This is a 4th grade example. This is Mrs. Jackson, my son's teacher over at Berkeley Elementary School. And you can see it is welcoming. It is age appropriate. It has clip art that would be appealing to a 4th grade student. Very little text on the front page, and she's got all of her links to the side. We will get to links later. She's also embedded a table with each of the areas of her website represented. Here's another one that is a middle school science site, again, one of my children's teachers. And this one has a lot more text on it. It's for a little bit older student. It has all of her links to everything that she teaches, and it even has some interesting things on that front page, a couple of announcements. This is a site that I created for my biology students. It has some stuff, navigation on the left. It has a review document in the center. And then I have some announcements. I added a widget for announcements, which you do not have to have. And you can see each one of these has a different amount of information, different variety of information. It's all about what kind of information do you want to communicate with your site, and how do you want to present that. For this site, for your first go at the home page, you can keep it as simple as you would like. In this case, as I built the home page, let me show you when I go into edit some of the things that I did. First of all, I actually only have a top navigation. Of course, I have home. That was originally what was given for the name of the page. But up here under under layout, I chose a 2-column layout with a header and a footer. My header has my welcome note with just some basic stuff of what you will do in this course. I decided to add my my class brand to this page because I want to give the impression or remind the students that they are designers of learning experiences, that they are artists and scientists in education. And so I thought that that was a very positive message to put there. Part of why you created your own logo and your own brand was to create that community, that sense of belonging for your students using technology. The reason why we did it at that time was to give you something that you could create, or to give you something that you could add to your website as you build it. That's totally up to you. It is not required by any means, but you can add it if you want to. I also, at the time, since I really find the technology integration matrix to be incredibly helpful, I wanted to have that on the front page as well. I actually didn't put anything in the footer yet. I'm waiting to see how my ideas develop over the next few weeks. And that's it. It gives a little bit of information. It hopefully gives a welcoming place, and click save. When I look at it, I like the look of this just a little bit better than it was about an hour ago. I'm still going to work on it though. But this is a really good start. Again, you can keep it simple. You can add a lot of stuff to it. It is completely up to you how you create your website. It's your website, but really think of it as a communication piece. What do you want their first impression to be when they come to your site? How do you want it to look? How do you want them to feel as they access your resources and possibly your digital content? If you have questions, email me. I am available.